I feel like your siblings should be your wife's siblings as well. But in a situation where you've seen people who have babes and their babes doesn't like their sister or their brother. You get
that
me?
one happens, yeah. But why will you settle for somebody that doesn't like your family? It becomes a problem.
Okay.
So you see, from the onset, you have to know
before it goes into marriage.
Local stories, global insights. This is the OyaGistMe Podcast.
Oya now, we dey come.
All right, people, you're welcome to the show. It's the OyaGistMe Podcast. Woo! You know the vibes. Chris Oko is my name. You call me Awesomeness. I'm not alone in the studio. As always, I have to my right the magnificent
Meglina O2.
And to my left, the one and only, your favorite girl. And with the three of us, we are Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, wow. I don't understand. What did you say?
I'm sorry.
Powerpuff Girls, that's what you said.
Jesus.
Ooh.
He said
Nah.
what?
He said Powerpuff Girls. He said girl.
Anyways, you know the drill. Today we're reacting to comments on X, formerly Twitter, if you don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, we're reacting to comments and something got me buzzing. Now, why is this so important to me personally? Because I feel the context of marriage and all is a very beautiful thing. And when somebody tries to explain it and how they feel they know it, it's crazy. So, Yaba left online, posted something, and it was from a guy called Wally, something like that. And anyway, we're going to see it. I'm going to show it to you. But basically, it was a trend. And the guy gave his lessons. He gives lessons.
I think it's safe to say that we're going to be stepping on.
We're going to be stepping on toes.
Actually, we're going to be stepping on a whole family trees today because
definitely. Because what he posted was lesson number 5, and then this lesson goes: do not prioritize your wife above your siblings, especially your siblings that are living with you, quote unquote. And then he goes all the way to say, your siblings are your blood, while your wife, she's an outsider. Another word you should put in context. And then that came into a lot of scrutiny and all of that. But let me get your views on it, because I've shared it with all of you. You'll have seen it. The comment section is wild. Let's just start with that. The comment section is wild. And we're going to be reacting to some of them. But first off, let's handle this. Do not prioritize your wife over your siblings. Let's talk about that first. The fact where he said they're your blood and your wife is an outsider. Now, you are the ladies, so obviously I know where this is going to head. But, you know, let me get your thoughts on just that lesson number 5 first.
You know, I think there were particular things he said, not just that.
It went all the way.
It went all the way.
It gets offensive.
Yeah, no.
I feel like we should
actually
No, I feel like we should actually say.
Let's get
the whole of it.
Start talking.
Okay.
People will know where we're coming from.
Okay.
Because I have a lot to say though.
After he goes through your siblings are your blood while she's an outsider. That just came into your life in the middle of your life. Full stop. Choose your family above her. The last paragraph, it goes all the way to say, if you allow her to take away from your siblings, you are digging your early grave. You get why?
I think before we go all the way backlashing and all of that, I think this came from a personal, maybe his own personal experience, that it came from a pain perspective.
Like he actually sounds very pained.
Yeah,
like,
He sounds very pained while writing this, because I wanted to come with the whole, no, this shouldn't be, but I needed to think.
He's a Nigerian lawyer, by the way. He's a lawyer, so for a lawyer to go all the way to tweet this, come on.
So that's exactly what I wanted to talk about.
So it's
but
not
for
like
you to even see,
No.
for you to even see, do not prioritize your wife above your siblings, especially your siblings that are living with you. I think
quite specific.
It was quite specific.
Okay.
This was coming from a personal experience. It would have happened to him. Only God knows. I'm sure maybe something happened to him or somebody. No, it might even be.
But with this now, he has generalized it.
Yes,
bringing it online.
that's now the problem. There is he
Yeah.
generalized,
Okay.
and that's actually wrong. How will you say do not prioritize your wife.
Over your siblings.
Imagine that you're saying that she's an outsider, somebody you met, somebody you had things with, somebody that you're going to put in your not even going to put, because she's already there as your wife.
Yeah.
So it's really crazy.
It's crazy. And to me, I actually feel it's first of all, when I first saw the tweet, I literally laughed first, because I'm like, it better be meant. Like, do you understand? This is actually like, it better be meant. What do you mean? She just came into your life in the middle of your, like, his boarding school, like, this person joined in JS2. Like, what does that even mean? Let's make it make sense.
Yeah, this is somebody you actually met. You actually started dating. You actually had to cut with this person before you took her to the altar to say, I want to marry you. Now this is where this now boils down to. This now boils down to the whole marriage thing, yeah? You know, people make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah. True.
First of all, we are attracted by the things we're never supposed to be attracted by. You get. Now, you don't even check particular qualities to find out. If you don't trust this person, why do you marry them? Yeah. If this person cannot be the shoulder you cry on, why are you there? There are lots of things you have to share as couples first before you know, whoa, this person is my person. This is the lady I want to marry. This is the man I want to end up with. Now, these are the problems in marriages we have today. So he said it from a perspective of himself. I mean,
obviously, like,
but
he's been hurt.
Exactly, he's been hurt.
Do not project your hurt and your whatever you're feeling onto others. Like,
normally, nobody says you shouldn't prioritize your siblings. You prioritize family too, because if everybody go, now family go stand. That one day you get, it's there. But this is your spouse. This is somebody you sleep with. This is somebody you eat with. This is somebody you play with. So anything, in fact, your life is in this person's hands like this. This person can even understand you than your siblings at the end of the day, you know.
Okay.
But it's really
let me. Okay, say something.
Sorry, I was just going to say, like, just to piggyback on what Lina has been saying. Okay. The truth is, however you look at it, the moment you get married, you get married to you. Okay, I'm going to be looking at it from like both angles, because it could be from the woman's family, it could be from the exact man's. Once you get married, your wife, your husband becomes your primarily becomes your new family. Okay. Do you understand? Your priorities naturally shift. However, no matter how hard you try, yes, family is always going to be there, siblings are always going to be there, but the truth is, your family comes. Even the Bible says a man would leave his mother and father and cleave to his wife. They did not say, the Bible did not say, it will happen like this, and then with occasional sheltering. Do you understand? It's a bit of siblings. You understand? But they did not say that.
If you leave your father and your mother
and then
because
at the end of the day, the same siblings, family is family, yes, blood is blood, but oh my God, it actually reminds me of an tweet I saw, but let's
not digress.
But at the end of the day, your siblings will also go on to have their own families, and if you keep prioritizing them over your wife, who should naturally become your first priority, you end up alone in your marriage. You end up alone in life, because by the time they build their own families, what would you have?
Exactly. Who would you share yourself with? You know, and all of that. But then, anyways, I think we should even dive into the comments.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I have been waiting.
That's really a lot. And this one says, do not prioritize your husband above your siblings. They are your blood. Why he's an outsider. Nigerian doctor advises women. So he just turned it around. Yeah. If you're saying do not prioritize your wife, so you too do not prioritize your husband.
Yeah, but see, let me play devil's advocate for a while here. Now, let's look at it.
Usual?
No. Let's look at it from this angle. Man had a bad experience. Okay? Now, can we say he is right? Because experience is the best teacher, isn't it? Can we say he can literally tell someone, you know what? Been there, done that. Yeah, this is what it is. This is what it is. Now, we have all pointed out the fact that your wife is your ride or die. We don't know what he went through. We don't know you don't know the full story that his wife at the time had done to his sibling that was with him, and how he had damaged him as a person. So I don't want to go all out and, hate on the man, but if you think about it,
If you think about what?
Siblings is family though.
Nobody says they're not family. Even when we spoke, we said of course.
It was when he used the word outsider, that's why I have a problem. I feel like your siblings should be your wife's siblings as well. But in a situation where you have, you've seen people who have babes and their babes doesn't like their sister or their brother. You get
that
me?
one happens, yeah.
It
But
happens.
why will you settle for somebody that doesn't like your family? It becomes
Mm-hmm.
a problem.
Okay.
So you see from
That's
the
the thing,
onset,
from
you have
the
to
beginning.
know
Before it goes
exactly.
into marriage.
Yeah, you have
Love
to know.
that.
Though, even though I know, another thing. Even though I know some people pretend a lot to love them because
Until marriage.
yes, they want to get married to you. That one too.
That's scary.
That one too happens.
But me, I want to understand though.
Well, a sibling will have to love you regardless. Because
Sibling will have to love you, but let's talk about the fact that he said your sibling living. Why is your sibling living with you?
He could be
Especially
the
it
older
could-
brother
yeah,
and
it-
then
no,
his
it-
younger
no.
siblings.
yeah,
type
it
of
could
situation.
actually be his younger sibling.
But I think these are certain like conversations that people need to have before they get into marriage. Are you comfortable with living with, you understand, relatives in your, especially if you're like a young couple?
Okay.
Come on, space now. Come on.
Those things are very important to
They're
talk
very
about.
important.
But then,
And I think
there
a
are
lot of people don't actually talk about these things.
There are people
you know.
who would house
Some
their
people,
siblings
yeah.
instantly once they get married because they don't. Their siblings are their only family. Let's say, for instance,
Yeah,
people that don't
yeah,
have
it
parents
happens
or
like
stuff.
that,
Your
exactly.
sibling is your
I
only
feel like-
family,
I
and if
feel
they're
like-
younger, you can't just leave them maybe back
You
at
can't
the
just
family
leave them
house.
like
You
that.
want them
You
to
have
be
to-
close
you
to
have
them.
to.
Depending
Get
on,
them in
depending on
school,
their age
stuff like
and
that.
the situation. But if they are old enough to stand on their own, I think it's
You can,
and
even
you
get
can
a place,
you can
yeah,
afford
you can-
exactly.
Yeah, you can actually
get a
actually
place.
get an accommodation.
No, nobody stays with you forever now. Nobody's staying with you
See,
forever.
there are those siblings. Let's not
Okay,
pretend
the
that we don't
dependent
know
ones.
family members that
Okay.
literally just hold on to you like you're the air that they breathe. So the ones
If
that
it's
even
that
when they're able
situation.
to stand on their feet, they just want to keep.
No.
Yeah.
There's one
Get a
comment
place of your
here,
own,
yeah?
please. Thank you.
And I'm just going to say it because I know we've all seen it, but nobody wants to say it. So I'm just going to say it. Man said, his name is Inik, by the way, which is quite crazy.
I'm sorry.
He went all the way to say, my siblings, they give me doggy. This is a very, very valid point. Now, for those who don't know what doggy is, explain it.
Are you?
I just
I don't
want to
understand.
explain.
You that read the comment. Explain. Me, I don't know what that is. Please.
Is my sibling giving me opwe? Is my sibling giving me what's the other word? Munyenye. I feel like I've said too many words that just don't make sense. Okay, but basically, is my sibling going to be with me in the other room, in the other room? That's what it means. So if my sibling is not going to be with me in the other room, my
God.
wife over them. You get so.
I don't know. My
Nick-
shame is just ashamed for you.
No, it's what is this? All these things
means that
were
all of
scripts
this-
written by M. I have no idea what she wrote.
And I have
I'm just
no
saying.
idea what you're saying.
And
So
I
how
got-
should I write?
I got
You know
long.
what?
Next comment, please.
Actually, just saw one now.
Okay.
Somebody said, okay. This is quite somehow.
Okay.
He says, if not so your papa take leave you and your mama, can't take care of his siblings. You not go grow up to begin talk this nonsense here. He has a point actually.
That's
I just
direct.
saw that
That's
comment.
direct.
Ah!
That's direct.
Somebody had to say it.
Yes, seriously,
Somebody
you
needed
The
know.
guy
to
had
say
to
it
have come
because-
from a broken home or something
I
like that.
think so.
You know, he has had like bad experience growing up as a child and then gets horrible experience as a husband. So that's why he can come out and say your wife is an outsider. First labeling your wife an
I
outsider.
think first of
That
all,
was my
let's
first
just.
problem.
I think
I
first
hated
of all,
that
let's
one.
just agree that this guy needs therapy at this point because
He needs healing.
he needs. Do you understand? He needs to heal.
He needs
He
healing.
needs serious therapy.
And you're a lawyer, man. I can just tell you're losing cases. Back to back.
Seriously.
Back
as
to
in,
back.
yeah.
Back to
Because
back.
with this kind of mental, what was my own? Oh, I saw this one comment here, and this person said, "If you choose your wife over your siblings, she will brainwash you and turn you against them."
Well, this
And
supports him.
yeah, and I'm wondering, like, is it like Nollywood movie? Which one is brainwash
No,
you? I
but
don't
let me
understand.
tell you. No,
No,
let me tell you
no.
something. Those
Yes,
shits
that
It
happen.
happens. That's
It
what I'm saying. That's
happens.
what, like it's giving Nollywood movie, but I guess
That's
it
reality.
happens.
It happens. It's
It
reality.
happens.
Some women turn out to be devils at the end of the day. You get, they pretend to like you, but at the end of the day, after getting married to them, they turn you away from your entire family. It happens.
Oh yeah.
Be it a man or a
I
woman,
had a
like
st- I had a
sometimes.
story
Okay.
recently that happened.
Let me give you guys a quick example here. You know when a man is always doing stuff for his family. Let's say for instance you're the one paying school fees, you're the one uncle I need chop money, or you're even paying
Just
your
chop
married
money.
siblings' children's school fees. Now, as a single guy, that might not be a problem. But when you get married, now you start catering for your wife. You're doing
So that's why I
Christmas
talked
shopping.
about your
Wait,
priorities
now,
naturally
wait.
shifting, yeah.
You do Christmas shopping, and then obviously now your money is being spent on another person. And maybe now you're also sending your wife's sister or younger brother to school or to write WAEC. Let's give that as an instance. Now, the moment your own sibling come and say, my child's school fees, you will tend to say, you know what? I've spent a lot. I can't really afford to pay their school fees this time. Now, does that mean your wife has brainwashed you? No.
No.
It doesn't mean, but they would look at the ones that don't have sense would actually look at it.
But the siblings now will get vexed because they'll be like, you used to pay my child's school fees.
Yes.
And they would say that your wife has now turned you against us.
But my question is, why is your child in a school that you cannot afford to put them in?
You want the best for the child now.
There are so many good schools that, you know what I'm talking about. Do you understand that they're actually still very affordable?
But that's where context comes into it. Because as a sibling, if you're angry that I'm taking care of my wife and not sending you that money I used to send to you, I feel that's a problem.
You have a problem. You are the problem.
I feel that's a problem. Now, I'm not saying I shouldn't send my siblings money, but you can't be entitled to my money if I have a family of my own. I don't know if you
That's
get.
That's why I tell you, if your sibling is
I can't be doing what I used to do when I was single.
They say chop the money now that you can't chop it.
Yeah, I can't be doing what I was doing when I was single. It's impossible.
Oh my
it's
God.
Impossible. And you need an understanding set of siblings and a good upbringing to understand this.
Yeah.
Some siblings are entitled. They can be 30. They can be 30, and the elder brother is still the one who's going to feed them.
An
do
African,
everything.
that's
You should give them a job.
A normal
you should take
Nigerian
them.
African home. That is how we think. A lot of persons are like that.
Yeah.
It's not the wife's fault at that point. You are 35.
Actually, a story about like I had a story. Well, not heard, but I kind of witnessed this one about someone.
Real life.
Real life. I have someone. This, you know how you just talk about, oh, my phone is faulty, I want to change my phone, or and then the ones that are like crazy about, oh, this new phone came out, I want to, understand, I want to upgrade. You get, that's the thing. And this guy's like, she wants to upgrade her phone. Oh, that her sister just bought her younger sister Suso phone, and it's higher than the one she's using. Do you understand? And she wants to upgrade her phone too. And next thing she's complaining, her sister just sent her how much should that even be? Like, and just this, and then she bought this one for her younger sister. Like, how much should this? I'm like,
that's the entitlement.
Mentality, yeah.
Bruh. And this is somebody that is working too. No, if they sent you like more than 50% of what you need to, do you understand, to change your phone, what stops you from? Let's say what it sent you is like maybe like 70%. What stops you from adding the 30%? You're working.
A lot of Nigerians will not do that. Or let's say Africans.
I
don't know how.
Do you understand?
You really prefer using somebody else's money than to remove that money to do something for yourself.
Do you know? I get it. We all feel that way. So even sometimes when I go to go and buy things, I'm like, oh, I like this thing. But when I'm spending money as they are taking it from my card, it's paining me. Do you understand? But I know that, okay, I like this thing and it's worth it. I'm going to pay for it. But this one, you can actually afford it. You have somebody that's even saying, okay, I'm bringing 70% of the money. But you say, how can you do this? And you bought my younger sister this one. Like, why can't you just buy me this and get me this one? Or the one that's had. Do you understand? I remember them like, God, see, my brother should be thanking God for my life, that I'm a very sensible person, because
that person's fault. They be handing you a lot of things too much.
Entitlement,
so entitled. Let's get back to the comment section, yeah? This one is quite nice. Lutiso. And it goes, to a large extent, he is right, but not entirely. As a man, you have to be diplomatic, highly diplomatic, to command and satisfy both sides, or else you are doomed. I want to really understand him. The fact that he started off with he's right,
and then he's trying to be on the fence, like trying to strike a balance.
Basically, right? Like how we started analyzing from a personal perspective to say
probably where he's coming from.
Yeah, where he's coming from, because you don't just attack certain people like that, or certain write-ups like that. You try to put yourself in that person's shoes. It's possible the person was just looking for a way to share a personal experience. You get to the world, and then, but the only thing people do is, what they do, they just generalize it. They don't say, this is coming from me. You get. And from a place of heart, of course, you can't go and tell people that it's just from me alone. No. You want every other person. Like, oh my God, you want marry.
Yeah.
better be careful. Oh.
Exactly.
See how it be. No even allow it happen. So it
That's
happens
a
like
problem.
that. So I'm sure this man understood from the perspective that we even spoke about that, yeah, some women are like that. They blackmail you, you know, after loving them, they'll turn you against your family and then just so that they can have you alone to themselves and their family. So I'm sure this guy's comment was actually coming from that perspective.
I think what he's actually trying to preach though is, I think he talked about the mindset, and I think he's trying to push for balance. I think
being diplomatic and satisfying both
sides. I think if you have a healthy family, and I'm talking from both sides, like your siblings and then your wife, you have a healthy family would be able to understand, okay, this person has new priorities right now, and he still finds, and the guy on the other hand, they also still find a way to balance it out. So now as his siblings, you know, okay, I mean, the way it was when he was single, it's not like that anymore.
Let me even ask you this question here. How many families are healthy? How many families are sensible enough to
actually think that way? That's the problem.
That's what we talk about, the entitlement mentality.
That's something a healthy family would know.
Yes.
If you're the only one working in the family, automatically you're paying a lot of people's bill.
Of course.
And now when you're paying a lot of people's bill, the day you start to get a wife or a fiancé who you're spending more on, automatically every other person you're no longer spending on considers you a wicked person.
Whenever they ask you for something, see,
brother is not wicked, sister is not wicked. It's that person she's dating. Because before you started dating that person, they were giving us money.
Do you understand?
He was really good. He was doing everything for us. Only when he had this person in his life,
you know what I'm saying?
Just like that overnight.
As ladies here, I want to ask both of you, how do you think a man can, or your man can be diplomatic enough in those situations, especially with his siblings? Let's say he's a firstborn, so obviously siblings and parents issues is always on his head. How diplomatic can you, or should your man be?
And this is why people run away from firstborns and lastborns.
See, I'm actually a firstborn, right? I could feel the heat. Oh, you're a firstborn.
I'm a firstborn.
Energy.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, I can claim it first daughter. I mean, I'm just saying. First daughter. Do you know? Hello.
I'm actually a firstborn, yeah. Okay. And then no matter what it is in life, I don't know if maybe I saw it or I grew myself in that aspect, but it has never affected anything. I try to strike a balance. It has never affected anything because my partner is my partner. There are certain things I can't discuss with my siblings. There are some little amiibo I have. The first thing I do is call my man. Do you even know what happened today?
I mean, if you don't gossip with your partner, is that really a relationship?
Literally, my last born is actually 18. I can't call her and say, "Oh, Pamela, do you know what happened today?"
No.
Hey, if you see this guy, I can't even say it. Yeah. Or do you know what even happened at work? She can comprehend what's going on. That's why you have a partner. You can share certain things with them. But when it comes to my siblings, no. Theirs is actually different, and I don't meddle. I don't actually meddle the both of them together.
Okay. So there's a perfect.
There's a perfect place for everybody. Your family is family. Cool. Your partner or your spouse is your spouse. So people should learn to place that on equilibrium or in equilibrium. On equilibrium.
Mindset.
just make sure that you have a balance. Yeah. You know, some people find it difficult to balance all particular things, and that's what affects them a lot. Now, when you're coming to my life, you already know I have siblings. You know, saying a firstborn I be you. I get responsibility what I'm supposed to do. I give you that orientation so you will know. When I'm talking to something that happened one time, my sister's friend or my sister's boyfriend that was complaining, and it was like, "You talk so much with your sister. I don't even know what you guys have." Another person said that to me. I had a friend there that always like, I don't know, were we dating? I think we were dating, yeah. And then he was like, he goes, You talk to your sister every time. You don't even have time. You should do the. And I just told him one word. I said, "Sorry, you weren't there when we started. You don't know the story. You don't know how we grew up." I always tell them this story, and I tell them that even our dad that gave birth to us complains about the both of us. So I don't see anybody in the world that will complain. I can only.
Your sister shouldn't
be a problem. So when did it start? When we started, it was good. You never complained. You even collect the phone to talk to her. So why is it now a problem? Then there's a problem with you. Is it something you're not telling me? I hope that. And
it could be a
funny
problem
enough,
if you were not if you were giving her all of your attention, you were not giving her attention.
No,
but if that's what I'm saying, but if
it's
you're able
just
to
once in
balance
a
it,
while because everybody goes to work. We're always very busy with our personal life.
Yeah,
and then the
has
only time
something.
we have to discuss and talk about life,
there's
if
a
it
complex
be
there somewhere.
exactly, there must be
Definitely a
something.
complex.
So you can't tell me to stop talking to my sibling because of you.
Well,
I will walk away.
You feel
It's
threatened.
the truth, yeah.
You feel threatened.
Because you know, okay, what I actually do in such situation is I try to ask you, have you ever felt a way? Because I have to understand where it's coming from. I don't want to just judge like that. Say, oh, you're wicked. It's possible.
Feel like
I
I'm
don't
not
give
giving
you the
enough
attention you
attention,
deserve, and that's why you're pinpointing that
Just
out.
something I'm
I
doing
will get
wrong.
that. But when I ask, there's nothing. You want everything up there. So what exactly is this 1 minute or 20 minutes talk? Or because we know we talk a lot, though sometimes for an hour. I don't get it. So people should just try to balance up, try as much as possible to understand, and make sure when you're meeting your spouse, make them understand. When your siblings are there, make them understand. You see this entitlement mentality. You have to start grooming them from beginning, not to be entitled.
Have those difficult conversations actually, no matter how difficult they are.
No matter how
have
difficult
them,
they are, you have to know. Almost see, I'm your sister. I will not be here for you forever. I have my family, or maybe when you want to settle down there, I have a family now. So that's the more reason why when I talk to my siblings a lot, I tell them, I said, see, you're not too young to start making money for yourself. You're not too young to start thinking of something to do.
Word.
Exactly. So you need to start now. So you will not be feeling left out tomorrow when I'm doing things. You'll not be expecting me to come and buy a house for you or buy a car for you. How far? We're all working. Today I have the money. It's me people called. I have. Tomorrow, if you make your money, it's your name people will call and they will call me. So it's time for you to brace up. Exactly. So make them understand that so they will not feel entitled. My siblings are people that actually listen and they understand.
So
they can comprehend.
We're talking about healthy families.
So it's difficult. If you don't groom them, they will not know. So that's why you have to point out that thing. We are all human beings. I want to collect all the time from you. If you're giving me every time, you tell me that I should not ask you.
Somebody asked me recently, what's your hobby? One of my hobbies is money. Making money and chopping money. What are you saying?
See?
I love it.
So
I love
let's
it.
move on to the next. So, or do you have something to say?
No, not really. Actually, just the comment I saw, and people are actually supporting this particular tweet. This person said, "Your siblings will be there when your wife leaves you." And I'm not wondering, like, isn't the whole essence of marriage for your wife or your husband to actually be with you? What do you mean by when your wife leaves you? Like, you're already planning for failure from day one.
No, that's
your wife leaves
you.
But
that's why when we started earlier, we say family is family.
God.
Even if everybody leaves, you run back to family.
There,
that's it. I'm sure that's where this person is coming from. Family is family.
But that's
I don't understand.
Just seemed very negative.
Exactly.
I don't understand. Yeah. How do people differentiate wife from family? Because to me, I don't know if there's a bias there or something. I don't know. I feel like wives are coming into your family. That's why they say, we're giving you our child. She's now your daughter to your parents.
Do you understand?
That means she's now
family now.
to my siblings. She's a sibling.
She's your sister.
No, but you know, to your siblings, she's a sibling. But sorry, let me come in. Let me come in a little. That's why it actually boils down to. Yes, she's a family, but it actually boils down to the person. It's individual difference. There are people that are family, right? You can discuss any family issue with about your direct sibling that will live there. That's why it's good for you to know your spouse and know the person you're dating.
Very, very
there
important.
are people, because there was a time, and whenever we're having a general family meeting, they excuse the wives. There are particular discussions we want to have that we don't want the wives around.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I have not seen that
it's direct. Everybody knows that after the meeting, the husband will still go back and sit with his wife to tell her.
So why don't I sit down there and hear it firsthand?
No, there are actually dissensions to that because of the people involved.
Okay.
Everybody have different ways of analyzing what you have said. But now, if it's coming directly from your husband, he will explain that to you better. That's what we feel. Exactly. The way good.
Okay.
So that's why some people do it. It's not as if they're not
family.
Even
avoids like conflict and
all. Good, they avoid conflict just to avoid conflict.
Okay.
So that in case somebody points out, you did something. We we don't want that. We don't want conflict to say,
That's
hey, he
fair.
was the first wife that did no. Is this other second born wife that said no. So we just say, you know what, wives, no, this one is not for you people.
Okay.
So there will be no, you know how women can have.
Actually, I want to piggyback on what Chris was saying when he said the whole the idea of using the word outsider.
Yeah.
That's so offensive.
That's actually very offensive.
Yeah.
Like I
That
personally
means you never accepted that in the first place.
I personally think that was a very stupid thing to say. Very stupid thing to type.
No,
And for somebody that is learned, I'm sorry, for somebody that is learned, that was very stupid. Like, no sense. But I'm just going to go ahead and say it. She's your family now, however you look at it. And it doesn't matter which of your siblings is living with you. You need to make that sibling understand that this person is your family now. Make them respect your spouse as part of the family and not an outsider.
And even if the problem comes from your spouse, because sometimes it happens.
Yeah, you can have problems outside.
Defend
Your spouse, and then you can go back later and talk about it.
Thank you.
Because at the end of the day, you have become one.
You can sit your spouse down later and tell her, oh, this thing you did to this my sibling, I don't like it. It doesn't sit well. If people hear it, they won't be happy.
At the end
because
of the day,
we are all family. You get.
At the end of the day, prioritize your spouse. I think we should wrap up here.
No, you should
you have to
prioritize your spouse and your sibling.
I'll say
exactly.
Prioritize your spouse. Make time for your siblings as well. Strike a balance. I personally think it shouldn't be either or. It should be and. Do you understand? It should be both and.
It should be neither nor.
Exactly. Do you understand? You shouldn't have to pick. You should be able to strike a balance, a healthy balance.
Yeah.
Because which one is outsider?
No, before we actually wrap up,
very
please. There was actually one I wanted to say before we
go
wrap
ahead.
up, because it was headed towards there.
Alright, cool.
And Nnamdi Obi says the damage this would do to families. No, the damage, he said the damage this would do to families sometimes when God is punishing people is because their carelessness destroyed others. May God forgive you, Odusola.
I pray prayer for you.
Exactly.
I pray prayer for you.
Wow.
Let us really cause damages a lot.
Let us pray that guy did not stand naked and tie mistake for him.
Because a lot of persons do not even, they can't comprehend. They don't even understand where it is coming from.
Yeah. They don't understand
And
it. He
now
doesn't understand
you
the
are
damage
giving a
he's doing.
general advice to men out there. That is it's affecting a lot of persons already.
Yeah.
Some people say take take tweets at your own.
At your own
with a pinch of
detriment,
salt.
guys.
But bottom line is family is family. Your wife is family. Your
It's family,
siblings are family.
exactly.
Striking a healthy balance and knowing what to do at the right time is very, very important.
Clock it.
Remember that you can also be a giving brother as you can also be a giving husband.
True.
You don't have to be one to either one. That is what it is. That's just my personal opinion. Because
Yes,
family is a deep thing for me. I told you guys before, like family is big. I'm big on family, but understanding is very key. Nobody, even your wife, there are things that, okay, babe, this is how the money is, this is how the money is. We're going to hold on this thing you want to buy. Let me pay my siblings' school fees.
That's
It's understanding.
yeah.
Because she's also family. She'll be like, really? Her siblings?
Of course.
Let's pay that one first. It's very important.
Every understanding
Now,
person
it's just based on who you marry. And we've talked about this. So, guys, take everything on Twitter with a pinch of salt. On X,
Exactly.
sorry. Let me not get that wrong.
And
But-
actually be careful out there too.
Yeah, don't go run into the wrong hands. You know, you can always drop a comment like the ones we're reacting to right now
Exactly.
on this video.
Let's
Make
know
sure
what
you
your
drop
thoughts
comments.
are. What do you think? Do you agree with these tweets, or do you think it's just pure chaos? 'Cause
Are you arguing for or against? Let's know.
Exactly.
And we'll be sure to read your tweets when we get them. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, drop all those notification bells on so that you get notified every time we
Share
drop
this
a
with
video.
a friend. Share this with a friend. Share with your friend, your enemy, everybody, because everybody needs to see this.
Yeah.
Yep.
And follow us on our socials. Listen to us on Spotify as well. Until we come your way again next time, Chris Oko is my name. Awesomeness.
I still remain your favorite girl, M.
And Magdalena Otu, your microphone goddess.
We're
And we'll
signing
sign out.